7 steps to become positive, instead of moaning. Hello ladies, and it's great to have you here. Do you have a friend, a colleague, or a relative who constantly complains? How does it make you feel? If you're like the rest of us, I can guess what your answer is. Indeed, being surrounded by people with a negative attitude isn't fun. No matter what happens, for some reason, these people are able to see the worst in every situation. It's almost as if they are challenged to find something to complain about. But what if that person is you and you're not even conscious of it? Sure, we all go through frustrations. However, being stuck in negative thinking is constrictive and stressful, not just mentally, but physically. So how do you change? How do you stop the negative thinking? Many women often ask me this question. There is indeed a solution, but it takes work. It means changing how you look at the world around you, but also how you see yourself. But before we delve into looking at the how to get out of the habit of complaining, I'd like to ask you for a favour. Kindly subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell if you would like to know when we publish the next video. I am committed to creating these videos for you, and having your support would be great. Thanks. Now back to today's video topic. The first thing to understand is this. Positive thinking doesn't mean that every time something bad happens, you have to feel good about it. It means having a solution-oriented perspective. It means that when you are presented with a problem, you want to find a solution, not complain because you have a problem. If you're ready to work a bit on yourself, here are 7 steps you can take to become more positive. Number 1. Look for the positive. Life is often a constant challenge. Other people do things that hurt us. We get ill. The economic downturns can cause you to lose your job, and more. Looking for the positive in such situations can be difficult. It is a skill, and like all skills, it requires practice to get good at it. Furthermore, if you don't make it a part of your everyday way of thinking, you will lose the skill. When you have a strong negative reaction to something, take a breath, a long, deep breath. Calm your reaction to the situation so that you know your mind is unaffected. The point is not to dwell on the feeling, but to focus on what you can do. Look for a solution. Ask what you can do about it, and then do it. After the situation has passed, we can often look back and see how we could have handled ourselves differently. Do this now with past situations and look for the positive. Look for when you could have asked yourself what the solution might have been. This way, you can begin to see current challenges differently and practice looking for solutions. This will help you to respond more positively, instead of just reacting to the negative and complaining because you think you have no control. Number 2, become childlike and access your intuition. To become childlike means to accept things just as they are at the moment without being judgmental. It does not mean that you ignore what is happening. Childlikeness renders us humble and allows you to reconnect with your inner self, the intuition. Often when we accept that we don't know what to do in a situation and tune into our inner tutor, your intuition, magic happens. I remember a time in my life when I was experiencing a lot of turmoil at work. We faced multiple challenges repeatedly, from the revolving door staff changes to handling several challenging patients. We stuck through it all as I constantly reminded everyone that as long as we all did our part, unseen help was at hand. And so it was that instead of complaining and moaning, we all buckled up and faced the music gallantly. Number 3, maintain a gratitude journal. Make journaling an everyday habit, whether you do it first thing in the morning or one of the last things you do in the evening. Using your smartphone or a pen and notepad, write about everything you are grateful for. Look over your day and recall the experiences you have had that you are thankful for. This simple habit will help you recognize and appreciate the positive things happening in your life. This action can help you see the positive in all situations faster and preempt any need to complain. Number 4, say, I get to. A small change in how you talk to yourself about your daily life will go a long way toward helping you become positive. One of these is the simple phrase, I have to do this. You say it every time you do something you don't want to do, putting your mind into the negative. For instance, I have to go to work can feel overly negative, especially when there is a project you don't look forward to working on. Instead, replace the I have to with I get to. This way of thinking allows you to recognize and appreciate the positive aspects of the mundane, daily things you do. I get to go to work can be expanded on at any time to include I get to go to work and finish that project that has been annoying me, or I get to go to work to finish that project so I can work on something new. Another example could be, I get to go to the grocery and buy the food I need to stay healthy and cook a delicious meal. As you can see, within a short time, this simple change of thinking will help you feel more positive about your day. Number 5. Only see challenges or situations instead of problems. Similarly to exchanging the word have with get, when you have a problem, you can say you have a challenge or a situation. When you say you have a problem, it usually refers to something broken and is mainly perceived as a negative. Your subconscious connection with the word problem is what is creating the negativity. By using the word challenge or situation, you quickly inject your mind with finding solutions. Number 6. Understand that you have control. Nothing that happens to us is good or bad, positive or negative, until we ascribe a specific attitude and meaning to it. You have the ability to control how you see the situation and to understand what you can do about it. When you choose to respond, rather than react, with a positive attitude by asking, what can I do now? What can be done about this now? Or, does this really apply to my life now? You take control of your thoughts and your actions. Using these question approach will also take you out of the victim role. Number 7. Use only positive self-talk. Are you aware of the things you say to yourself each day? Now reflect, if you said the same thing to someone else, would it make them feel better or worse? The emotional consequences of negative self-talk run deep. They can lead to increased anxiety, depression, and a persistent sense of sadness. Over time, these feelings can erode your self-esteem and confidence, rendering the ability to manage daily tasks and make decisions challenging. So if you catch yourself saying negative things to yourself, you need to stop, take a breath, and instead say something positive. For example, have you ever said, "I'm such an idiot," under your breath? Stop. Now say, "That's not true, sometimes I do smart things like XYZ," and then list a couple of good things that you do well to remind yourself of what you are capable of. There you have it, ladies. 7 steps to become positive. Don't be discouraged if you find it somewhat challenging than you expected at the beginning. That is normal. After all, you are learning, which means you will make mistakes. Shrug it off and keep at it, because you will be happier, and those around you will be happy for having you in their lives. Becoming positive doesn't mean you won't have crappy days. It simply means that you'll have a better awareness of your attitude, which can imbue you with a healthier and more radiant personality. Life doesn't always render things easy for us, but I believe that is one of the mysteries of life. If you have found this video helpful, click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. I look forward to sharing more invigorating tips with you in the next video. Enjoy your day.